Hi everyone. So in this video we'll talk about LCEL, LangChain Expression Language. It's just a way to keep your code neat and organized even further. It's not like adding any feature or anything, but it's more readable and better because these chains that we are building can get complex. So it's nice to keep it neat and tidy. It's also that if you're reading any other code written by someone else, so it's better for you to understand what is happening and you don't get confused, right? So this is just taken from the last video, this code right now what you are seeing. So we are just initializing the chat model, and we have like this template that we are working on. It uses messages placeholder, and we are just asking what's my name, and this stuffed prompt we are sending like some two message history, which just has like my name is Yash, and AI is just saying hi. The assistant is just saying hi, right? So we can stuff it in this prompt and send it to the chat. And now when I print the response content, you see your name is Yash, but I'm sure you already knew that. Good. So this is where we were. But if you notice here, we are using invoke on prompt, where we are sending the message values, and this stuffed prompt we are taking and using invoke on chat, right? So this is like, you can see like it's already forming a chain. So what you can do here is you can define a chain, and we can pass prompt first, and we can use this pipe symbol here and pass it in through the chat. So what we are doing here is we'll use this prompt chat prompt template that we have defined here. This is basically a chat prompt template object which takes in the variable messages. And what we can do is whatever output we get from this prompt will be sent to chat automatically, and then output of chat will be saved when we invoke the actual chain, right? So let's invoke the chain now. Like you'll understand when we actually run this, and invoke will take a variable input. Now first component, since first component is prompt, which takes in messages, we can send in this exact input values here. So we are sending like messages and the list of messages, which is the same. And now when we run this and see the response, in fact, let's just print response content. So your name is Yash, but I doubt anyone actually cares. Good. So what is happening here is we are sending in messages, which is directly giving us the final output. So we don't have to invoke prompt first, get stuffed prompt, and stuffed prompt we don't have to invoke the chat with. What we are doing here is we are invoking our chain with the input, and it's automatically passing the output of this prompt, which is basically the stuffed prompt, to chat, right? Because this is what we were also doing through code. We were just passing that stuffed prompt here to chat, which this will already do. So this is basically LCEL. Like this is how you can define this is how you can define chains. In fact, in last project we also spoke about this string parser that we have. So let's just include that, so that we complete the chain fully, and you can realize like how it works then. So what we are doing here is whatever output we get from our LLM, we are sending it through the parser that we have defined here. This is just a normal string parser, string output parser. We had learned about this different parsers. We have learned about JSON parser as well in the last project. If you want, you can go and watch. But yeah, like when we define this chain and we again call this chain now. So now when we print response, you see we don't have to call dot content. It's already a string. So response is already like the final string that we are getting, and it's telling us the name, which is fine. But you see we don't have to use dot content here because we are using like a string parser at the end. So you see we can club these components and make a chain using this pipe symbol. That is what this LCEL means. And we can call this final chain with invoke with our initial input, and then it just passes all the output through the chain and gets the final output to us. These individual components in LangChain terms are called runnable interface. So this is a runnable interface, this is a runnable interface. We can define our own runnable interface. Basically, we can write our own function, a pure Python function, and we can also include those here, so that whatever output we get, we can do some processing and again send it as output. We might need them, we might not need them, depending on the projects that we are building. But just so that you know, those things also exist. For us, this is enough. This is fine for now. We don't have to go in much detail, but just remember, like, these runnable interface. This also becomes like a runnable interface then, and each runnable interface will have uh, three important methods. One is the invoke one that we have. So each of these have invoke, which we can use, and then chain also has invoke. The other two are dot batch for batch processing. So we can send multiple inputs and get multiple outputs, corresponding outputs. And also there is dot stream for getting the stream output rather than getting all the output all at once. You can stream and get like one word at a time or one chunk at a time or something like that. So we might not need it. Maybe we can explore it as we go along in the tutorial. I'll see like if we can include that, if it's needed at all. But just so that you know, these things exist. Yeah, that's all for LCEL. We'll learn more about LangChain in the next video and build our chatbot. See you there. Bye.